Who is it?
Hey,
Vinny!
dude, are you there?
Hey, what's
Yeah,
up,
I'm
my
here,
brother?
man.
How are you,
Dude, I don't
man?
have a scary story, man.
I was like, I'm gonna have pretty much a heart attack. I'm like having a heart attack, but I can't scream or anything. Basically, laying on the floor, panicking.
Oh!
No, you weren't. You weren't.
Oh!
You built the place. I haven't seen the Hopi in thousands of years. Don't make fun of my people. Period.
Sorry,
I'll come
Brandon.
out your ass and cut you up into little bitty bits.
Facebook page down because people said Richie from Boston's gay. He's gay. I'm gay. I'm a gay man.
And I mean, yeah, I mean, you can prosecute me for that if you'd like.
No, it's not why I'm doing that. I'm just saying there's a lot
But
of...
that is what you did.
Bigelow started buying websites, including one in British Columbia, Canada. So all of a sudden, this kind of triggered Brian Vike.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins here. We've got a special report for you. We've got a few UFO videos that we want to share with you.
Welcome back, everybody. Blake Cousins, along with Orlando Smith and Brent Cousins, we're going to be going over incredible imagery.
Third phase of moon. Third phase of moon.
Ten, 9, ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh yeah.
All right. Welcome to Goof On tonight. I'm your host, Rich. And it is May 27, 2025. Good to see everybody on a Tuesday. Right? Tuesday. Yep, 27th. Had to make sure everything runs together now. Well, it always has been. Oh, yeah, son of manania. Thank you. So, welcome. Hope you had a good Memorial Day. Yeah, we weren't here. Were we here yesterday? No, that's right. I didn't do a show yesterday. Not here. But you see, I miss Rich Saves America too. Some people say, oh, he only misses his members show. How convenient. Or he only misses Goof On shows. This is the second time I've missed a Rich Saves America show because I was sick. Can't believe people actually think I want to miss doing this stuff. You're crazy. This is all I got. This is my life. Give me a break, why don't you? But I'm glad you're here. And yes, we are still alive and kicking. Wearing a baseball cap tonight. I like this cap. I found about 8 or 9 caps that I forgot I had when I moved here. They're very nice caps, as you could see. I mean, it's clean and everything. It feels great. And I put them in shoe boxes. And, well, I just found them like a month ago. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I found. Like, this was in there, you know, the narcotics officer and a couple other things. Anywho. Hats. Hats make the man. No, they don't. No, they don't. Clothes make the man. Does it? No. You know what makes the man? That's right. That's right. The way he holds his pen in his hand. If you see somebody, I mean anybody, not just a man, and I mean this before we get started, and this goes for eating. We're going to have a lesson real quick. That's right, because we just had this lesson at my house. Who eats like this? Kids in prison eat like this, right? In prison, they eat like this. They got to shovel it in, right? You're not in prison. You're at home. Hold it in your hand, right? You can do it a bunch of ways. You could scoop it in. You could be a drummer, right? You could do it like this. You could do it like this. You could even do it like this. But don't do this. This is how criminals eat. You understand? Society. We're living in a society, not in a prison. So I see people eat like this. I'm like, who taught them how to eat? Anyway, just a little signature on how to eat. Tomorrow, we'll be talking about, do you fold or do you crumple? That's what we talk about here. We got a problem in ufology. See, I was changing the show. I was doing a change because I want to show you what I wanted to talk about. And I'm going to change the thumbnail and talk about it because that's the kind of guy I want to be. Ow. And I think we've got a major problem. Yeah. What are the odds you get abducted, struck by lightning? What's better? You're gonna get struck by lightning before you get abducted. Capiche? End of story. Next. This is what I wanted to talk about. I changed my mind 20 minutes before the show. I made this thumbnail. It's going to replace the one in there. Come on, you prick. All right, somebody's going to lose an eye. Eye. Come on, why can't it work? What's illegal? UFO whistleblowers? Or people who lie about UFO cover-ups? Is it illegal to tell the public about top secret stuff? That's what I actually put so the public understands English. You got to talk like people could understand. So, are these whistleblowers doing illegal whistleblowing? This is what we're talking about mainly tonight. These are criminals, in my opinion. Let me tell you why. After we do a little bit of roll call. Chicken Coop throwing down Chicken Coop Confidential, pardon me. Throwing down $2 at the beginning of the show. A continuing supporter of GoofOn in consistent fashion. Thank you very much for supporting GoofOn. What am I doing? I'm trying to get the focus in. Thank you very much. And for everybody else, if you support this type of ufology where truthology for ufology plays a big role, then you might want to help support, any way you can. And that's okay. We got Super Chat, Super Sticker, PayPal, Cash App. All the links are in the show description. You can even become a member too to support any way you want. Even a like and a share and even a comment helps the show progress. Capiche? If you haven't noticed, our numbers are going up. They're going up slowly, but let me tell you, they're going up nonetheless. We're getting subs again. We're getting the views are coming back. Once we get back to where we were, I'll say where we were. But we got a ways to go. So we're halfway there. Thanks, Chicken Coop Confidential, for helping keep us afloat. Mucho gusto, Generoso. Welcome to the show. Dorothy! Oh, Dorothy. Welcome to the show, too, by the way. Wow, look at this. Busy night. Dorothy throwing it down. Blow me a kiss. It's your birthday. It is? How come I didn't get the message? I didn't get a message today. Or else, God. Didn't you just have one like a year ago? Damn, they go too fast. Yeah, I don't see it here on Facebook. That's what you're not on Facebook? Maybe that's why. Oh, thank you, Dorothy, for being alive, for being you, and supporting GoofOn for the last 4 years now, right? Yeah. All right. Well, we owe you a birthday song. So here it is, everybody. Let's give a happy birthday to Dorothy, the most loveliest fan I have.
Happy birthday to you.
Yay. It's already been a year.
Happy birthday to you.
That's for you, Dorothy.
Happy birthday to dear one.
That's you again.
Happy birthday to you.
Second verse, better than the first.
From good friends and true.
Everybody here.
From old friends and new.
Hey, you got more to go.
May good luck go with you.
And a lot of love.
And happiness too.
Yeah. Woohoo! Yeah, everybody! Yay! Oh, you brought the kids in from the yard. That's great. All right, happy birthday, Dorothy. There's the adults. And let's go check out the Canadians. The Canadians are still clapping for you. Let's go back to that high school. Where is it? Hey, that old the kindergarten group. They love you. Dorothy, Hawk. What do they say? Happy birthday, Dorothy. All right. That was fun. I had fun. I'm tired now. Whew. Who else is here? Sky Allen's here. Welcome to this show. ZZ, KJ, Bry. What is up? Sadia B, how do you do? Juge Anje, the angel of GoofOn. Jeanette, Angel. BYEATES. B8. What's up, B? Brian Urch. Welcome to the show. Gyro, welcome to the show, everybody. Cassie Corchin, Nakadami, Hackada. Jar Jar Binks, welcome. Rich Led Food, how you doing? Welcome. Samoa, Goofonian Rockstar, welcome. David Wilcox, not Wilcock. David Wilcox, not Wilcock. Welcome to the show. What do you say, Bernie Muro in the house? If I didn't say your name, it doesn't mean I don't love you. It means we do got a lot of show to do, so let's get going. My peeps. And one more happy birthday for Dorothy. Dorothy's 59 again. 59 again. Wouldn't that be nice? I was thinking to myself, my God, 10 years ago, I was 37. I mean, it just flies by. All right, here we go. Let's move along now. We got a lot of show. America, the beautiful for me. And so I know what brought you here tonight. The thumbnail that says, what are the odds? I think the odds of getting struck by lightning, I don't know. You know why I don't know? Because we've got so many theories out there about what we are. Like, are we part of a hybrid experiment, right? That was successful. And maybe after a while, just like the movie The Matrix, once we figure everything out and can leave the planet, see the sun? They wipe it all out. Because as soon as we can leave Earth and successfully make it to another planet, that's it. No, that's it. They'll wipe us out because we can't get off the planet. That's the reality. In my eyes, I feel, hey, go back 12,501 years ago. Go back a year before all that stuff happened, right? And everything went awry. The big flood, all that, right? Let's go back way back then. Let's go back, a year before that happened. They probably figured out how to get off the planet with all that technology on building, perfect statues, perfect buildings, underground tunnels, underground cities. Sure, it's possible they figured out a way to propel themselves to the stars. Why do we find that so hard to believe? Everybody goes, what happened to the Egyptians? Well, I mean, there's still some scragglers around and whatever, but why aren't we still building pyramids? Why didn't that work out now? Huh? Why was it so big back in the day? Everybody was doing it. Nobody could figure out how to make factories or cars or metals, but they did. But they did. How else did they build these things? They didn't carve them. Everybody knows it wasn't for hours a day. You know, some people say I don't believe in alien technology either. I believe we had technology that just got lost. Maybe it was found and lost again. But I'm just saying, right? Like, you know, where's the evidence? And for them and Zawi Hawass and all those people to tell us now after what they just found underneath, what if they're wrong about all that stuff? What if it isn't what they think it is? Huh? What if it's just a sinkhole? I don't know. You know, because there allegedly was a lot of water, right? Wasn't the Sphinx underwater? And if the Sphinx was underwater, wasn't the pyramid a little bit damp too? And all that water had to go underground or, you know, in that hard desert landscape, just roll off the surface. Maybe all the water went down. Maybe it was just a sewage system, you know? Maybe, just maybe, the pyramid was a fountain. Just like they have in Arizona. Fountain Hills, the tallest man-made fountain ever. What is it, 180 feet it goes up? Yeah, could be. Why not? They don't really have detailed sketches of what goes underneath that pyramid. They don't. They've got blobs of stuff that they're assuming. So for now, let's assume that this technology is real. And we just found it. Let's say. What do you think's going to happen when we get the keys to mommy and daddy's vehicle that can take us over there? Maybe it's not a vehicle. Maybe it's a transporter of some sort, like in Star Trek. You know what I find weird? Star Wars did not use one of those. They didn't have it. No, they used the Force, where they could, you know, go in somebody's brain and their environment and like, oh, I see where you're at. You can see me, right? Yeah, bullshit. But if it could work, that's how it works now. Don't you see the parallels? Don't you get it? The Force. They're trying to say it's real. They're screaming at us. Who do you think Luke Skywalker is? It's Jesus Christ. Come on. C-3PO and R2-D2. Come on. It's Peter and Paul, or a couple of people he knew. Right? Come on, man. Right? Darth Vader tried killing the family members and friends. We will have to go after sister. No! I am your father. No! I took your hand. Right? Yeah, come on. So he's Jesus, and they can do. This is why people think they could, because Luke Skywalker did it. Obi-Wan did it. Luke, he struck me down, Luke. I have become more powerful than he could ever imagine, Luke. Right? R2-D2, the princess is where? Right? And then this prick. The rebirth of baby Jesus. No, seriously. It's the coming of, came back as Baby Yoda. Groot. What's his name? Guru? Don't you see? Everything in Star Wars is taken from the Bible, and they're trying to make it seem like it can be reality in a science fiction movie about sometime in the past future. We don't know. It's just another world. It's Star Wars world. Doesn't mean it's in the future or the past. It's just a universe. And that's what people don't understand. They thought, oh, it's in the future? No, it's in their world. It has nothing to do with now or then. And yes, I know they still use slang. All right, let's but after all of this and everything we know, and all the movies try to teach us about talking to, well, you can talk to whoever you want, as long as you concentrate and get your vibrations down to their level, then yeah, you can do it. Really? How do you know what their level is? How do you know? You just search it? You just keep scanning? You're searching? What do? You turn it on automatic search like you do your remote or your radio in the car? Search for the channel. And that's what it does. And you just keep trying until you get somebody who comes back. One night you're sitting there watching TV and you hear, hello? Hello? And all of a sudden you hear voices. Is that how it works? Are you watching hockey? I am. Who is this? They call me Groot. I am from the planet. And where is that located? In Vega. Vega. Stephen Karn throwing down a £2, £2. Ask a mate. He said lightning. He's new to this. Huh? I'm not sure I follow the context of that conversation, but thank you for the £2, £2. Stephen Karn. Ask a mate. He said lightning. Haha, he's new to this. I'm not following. Flush. Savior of the universe. Thank you, Stephen. Appreciate it. A continuing supporter of Goof On. Mucho gusto, Mr. Generoso. And Brian Yates says, I was never a Star Wars fan. I was into the Flash Gordon movie with Queen doing the soundtrack. Who wasn't? That was awesome back then. Guys, hear how low that was? That's the third time today military helicopters were like 400 or 500 feet high. That was so loud right now. I couldn't believe I couldn't hear myself. Did you guys hear that? Right out the window. It's okay. You don't have to worry about it. It's a fake. It's all fake. Everything's fake. Yep. D-backs are 6 games back, and the season's only just started. However, the D-backs aren't my team anymore. I still watch them, but I go for Tampa Bay. Yeah, I'm a Tampa Bay Rays fan. Yeah. And the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Tampa Bay Bucks. That's right. But I am not an Orlando Magic fan. No. I hate the Magic. Hate Orlando Magic. Love Orlando. Don't like the Magic. Rockies are doing... Oh, Rockies only won 9 games this year. So 9. They've won 30% of their... It's awful. I can't believe how bad it's gotten. Well, I'm all... I didn't change the show yet. I am keeping this topic in with what I'm talking about, but I am going to change. I'm going to be talking about... The thumbnail will be changed after the show to match what we're talking about. I'm never confused. Never. Oh, let's see if this worked. So, here's something really strange. Jeanette sent me a PayPal yesterday, and it's pending still. Yet I just got David Wilcox, and that went through automatically. And then there's a thing on my PayPal that says I owe money, but there's no money to be owed. I can't find it. Let's see what happens. It says negative balance, add money to resolve. I'm going to see if I could transfer this. Yeah, I can transfer it. Let's see if anything changed. It still says, I think what it's saying, in case there's a negative balance, you can add money to resolve, because there's no negative balance. It doesn't make sense. But anyway, thanks to Jeanette for her gift. It'll come through eventually. I'm not worried. And David Wilcox, not Wilcox, for throwing down a 20 on PayPal just now and it went through. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Well, yeah, let's make sure. So weird. I was looking up why that happened. No, it went through. Thank you. And it happens so random, like other people who've had their account. And I've noticed this. People who have had their account 4 years or 5 years, they will get this. This will happen to them. And then something will happen where they'll have to verify all their information again. It's like they force you into proving who you are, because, you know, we do it every year anyway. They force us to. So I think it's another ploy to do that. But thanks, David. Excuse me. So real quick, what do you think? Here, watch this. What are the odds of getting abducted by extra? You have to put extra. You can't put aliens, because then they'll think you're talking about Mexico. What are the odds of getting abducted by extraterrestrials? Well, the chance of being abducted by a stranger is very low, estimated to be around 1 in 720,000 to 1 million, 1 in a million. They don't talk about alien. Oh, here we go. How common are alien abductions? They found that there were a total of 182,018 UFO sightings reported across America since 1974, 50 years, putting the risk of getting taken by ET around 1 in 1,833, surprisingly more common than one might think. I tell you, it says 1 in 1,833. It's a 0.0545%. That can't be right. What state has the most alien abductions, do you think? You guys will cheat. I'll just tell you. It's California. California is now the most popular destination for ET sightings since 74, the last 50 years. Yeah, I'm not buying it. All right, what's the odds of getting struck by lightning? I didn't say lightning. I said lightning. Is that what you mean? So the lifetime odds of being struck by lightning in the U.S. are roughly 1 in 15,300. In any year, those odds are about 1 in 1.2 million. While the chance of being struck is relatively low, it's important to be aware of the risks. So there's a 15 times more chance of you getting abducted by aliens than being struck by lightning. Are you kidding me? With no evidence. What are we doing? How could this be? It can't be. Is it B? It can't be. It be. Oh, Aunt B. How could that be? I read it right. What do you mean? Are they, I didn't. Is there a launch tonight? Not interested. Too many delays, every time I go look for a launch, I got another delay. All right. So I want to talk about the legalities. The legalities of whistleblowing. Because I think it's illegal. And, so what are we doing? Are we allowing Lou Elizondo, David Grush, and David Fravor, are we allowing them to tell secrets because there is a supposed moral compass that's being used with ufology, and that is they shouldn't lie to the public? They're lying to the public about alien visitation. They're lying to the public about reverse engineering. They're lying to the program about legacy programs. They're lying to the public about funds. They're lying to the public about space. They're lying to the public about Area 51 and so on and so forth. Yeah. I pay my government to keep that shit secret from my enemies. Let me tell you something. In this world, we are owed nothing, right? Nobody's owed anything unless you make an agreement with somebody or a contract. We kind of have a contract with the government. We pay you taxes and you do things to keep society moving, keep streets clean, bridges and tunnels safe, our streets safe with police and, making sure companies are safe and their chemicals don't, hurt the environment, and we're not killing too many minks and, and all this other stuff, right? There's so much that goes on behind the scenes. We never really see it. We wake up, we eat our breakfast, we go, shit, I need milk and eggs and bread. You go to the store, there it is. You don't care how it got there. You don't care that how many chickens got slaughtered so you could have these eggs that were raised in farms. Oh, they're all free chickens. They can fuck whoever they want to fuck. They're allowed to do whatever they want to do. You really? Except when they press a buzzer and they have to get back in their cage and they don't. It's off with their head. Oh, he won't listen. No, any chicken that doesn't listen won't taste as good. We've noticed this at KFC. No, you haven't. Angry chickens taste better. They got more spice. They've got more spice, see. What's this? Somebody sent me money again. $12 on PayPal? Who's this? Wait, what happened? Nathan. Nathan sent $12 on PayPal. I'm sorry, I don't mean to yell. It's thank you. Thank you very much, man. A continuing supporter of GoofOn, and Nathan has been the longest running fan that I have. And friend. Thank you very much for the 12. Seriously, you really have no idea. That's gas in the car tomorrow. Yep. And then David Wilcox will go to groceries. And we go, and tomorrow, I may do a live show for members here. Even though I'm scheduled for the other show, I may do a UFO thing for the members. I don't know if I can wait till Thursday, because people keep telling me Wednesdays and Saturdays are the nights to go out. Tomorrow's Wednesday. So I don't know. I may just do it Saturday because I'm still not 100%. We'll see how I feel. But thank you guys for Nathan. Thanks again. I appreciate that. All right. Yeah, and Nathan said Lou is narrative, is just narrative. Lou keeps the story going. See, people who work for the government. Let's talk about that real quick. Lou Eliganzo, David Grush, David Fravor, right? All of the whistleblowers, Jake Barber, and whoever else is out there, right? Even Jason Sands, if you want to throw him in the mix. You can do that. He wasn't congressionally heard. Congressionally heard? Yeah. Anyway. Not Rose Cuckold. No. Not Jeremy Corbell. No. These people are not government employees. However, can they too, as journalists, be imprisoned for this kind of, I don't know, whistleblowing, I guess? See, here's the deal. They're whistleblowing, and they're getting permission from Dobser to say these things. Don't you think that's really strange? Think about it. I want you to think. Think about that. Gary McKinnon, the guy who saw the UFOs on the internet, you know, all that stuff, did he get permission from Dobser? No. He came out, he was a first-hand guy, he saw the shit himself. But you know what's weird? After the year of David Grush hearing all the negative stuff about how he is not a first-hand account whistleblower, he has not seen anything with his own eyes. Now, all of a sudden, his narrative is changing a little bit, right? He's slowly trying to let us know he's privy to some of these things firsthand. Now, that would have been nice if he told us that first off, but he didn't. So now, I don't believe him ever again. I don't care if you're getting permission from your mother. You didn't tell us the truth when you had a chance. And now you want to change it because everybody got on your ass for not being a first-hand account. Well, now you're trying to squeeze back into the credibility side of this supposed whistleblow that you gave third-hand account. I heard from a friend from a friend. Get him out. Grush needs to go. No more. Who else? Eliganzo. Gotta go. The worst. He just a month ago told everybody about a 600-foot to 1,000-foot UFO that was literally a circle in the crops. To not do a little research that took somebody 2 minutes to go on the internet and find that is absolutely a joke. And it was done purposefully. See, Lou's not that stupid. I'd like to believe he is, but he's not. He knew going into that was not a UFO. How did he not know, first of all? How did he not know? So if he did know, then that means what Nathan said. It's the Lou narrative. Lou's got a narrative. And that narrative is to never, ever deny that this is possibly alien. And he's always been that way. He's never flip-flopped. He's never went one way or the other. Lou has always said, I don't know. We don't know. We don't have, his words, we don't have the technology to track these things. Remember? Now all of a sudden we have this dome check technology that Trump is putting out, right? I haven't looked into the Golden Dome yet, but apparently it's going to alleviate these drone problems. I love it. The North. It's just like the that movie, Men in Black. Yeah. What did they call that thing? The shoot. It was on the tip of me tongue. It was similar. Whistleblower talks about underground cities with aliens. Okay. The first word of this was whistleblower. Okay. Do you believe whistleblowers are breaking the law? Let me tell you something. Everything we know about what the government did with Roswell, did with every other alien encounter that was supposedly real, where have we progressed? Nowhere. Nowhere. The stigma's still strong. You can change UFO to UAP. It's not going to matter. Still UFO. Everybody knows it. Everybody thinks it. And that'll never change, ever. It's stupid to call it UAP. Well, that's just like that side of the world. They want to tell you what a woman really is. Oh, it could be whatever you want it to be. Yeah. So can UFOs. They can be whatever you want it to be. No, it can't be. That's not how this works. You either have the proof or you've got guesswork. And we don't have any proof. We've got guesswork. So all of these people that are telling us what they think they know can't be breaking the law if there's no proof to combat it. Now, I take that back. Yeah, they are. I think, yeah, they can be breaking the law, but can they be tried on it? Is there proof? We would have to open up top secret documents to see if this is true. And that just won't happen in court, right? Where would all this go? Well, we can't talk about this stuff because it's top secret. We can't have this in front of a jury because it's top secret. We can't let Americans know about this because it's top secret. We're just going to have to settle on an agreement that we know stuff the American people can't know or the rest of the world can't know, and we're doing it for their own good. And yeah, they are. Because we can't handle anything as a society. Well, half of us can. The other half can't handle a criminal going to jail like George Floyd. A criminal who punches pregnant women in the stomach, who died from fentanyl overdose, had a 5-year anniversary party. And they also stopped, well, I guess before or at the halftime of a football game. No, pardon me, WNBA game, right? They were celebrating George Floyd, the criminal. These are the people that are in ufology. These are the people that are ruining reality. Don't you get it? It's the same people. And if you don't get it, then you're part of them. And you're just like them. And all these people are absolute criminals. You want to know why they're criminals? Because they lie. Lou? Something should happen to Lou. He should go. There should be some action taken against him. I'm not saying jail time, but I think he should be banned from ufology. Period. Because the guy is a compulsive liar. Everybody sees the guy's no good. The guy never tells you anything of value, ever. Ever. Everything is, well, we've got people out in the field who are working really hard and, they see these things and, we don't know where they come from. Never knows nothing, but yet he makes a claim and it turns out to be what? Nothing. So he's just like Rose Cuckold, who can't be. Can Rose Cuckold be in trouble for lying to the public? Not really. He can get fired again, just like he did in Australia. Nobody likes him in Australia. Rose Cuckold has the worst reputation as a journalist as any journalist can get. That's why he's here. That's why no journalist wants to Nobody wants to do UFOs. Are you kidding me? You think UFOs going to propel your career? Only if you suck up and buy into the narrative and become friends with everybody on that side of ufology. Then you can make a living. But we all know what Rose Cuckold does. He lies. He makes up stories. I've got a man, I know a guy, I have a friend through a friend. Yeah, you know shit. You're nothing but a snake oil journalist. The worst kind. Like, he's worse than an ambulance chasing journalist. The worst.
You know. But you can go from the East Coast to the West Coast underground. Underground, completely underground. Without having to come up. And there's turnoffs. You need security clearances to get through these turnoffs. They go into other bases. They go into other areas and, secret places you can't go. And what do they do there? They do a lot of things. I can tell you one thing. They have 2 sets of elevators. And my security clearance got me down to the main hub, which is as big as Manhattan. I mean, it's as big as Manhattan. It's unbelievable. They have acres of farmland with lights and farmland under.
I love this imaginary uniform here. What is this? What is this with the scope on the badge on the left, on the right arm? You see this? He's got some sort of scope here, right? I was looking for his name. No name.
Ground.
Right? No name tag. It says U.S. Army. It doesn't even look official. I don't know what this is. Does anybody know what badge this is? See, I think this is bullshit. I think this is all fake.
And they run the lights off nuclear. Underground. Yeah, they have nuclear power plant underground, and they use that for everything. All the power under there.
What's up, Jammer?
They grow food. Yeah, they grow food. They have livestock. I mean, everything. Yeah, they have everything. They have bench shafts. They have everything.
That's right.
But the 2 sets of elevators I was telling you about. My clearance, I can only go down to the main hub. Then there was another set of elevators that brought you down further, and a bunch of friends of mine would tell me stories about that. Can you tell us anything about those stories? Yeah, I can tell you what they told me. What they told me is there's actual aliens, greys. Wait. Aliens. What was the word, greys? Greys, and also there's another kind. There's different species that they.
Look, if this guy was a real whistleblower, he wouldn't have any problems remembering what kind of species they are. He's stammering, stuttering, whatever.
They talk about there's greys, there's reptilians, all the different kinds.
Yeah, greys and reptilians. That's just common knowledge. Ugh, this guy's a joke.
Gray is a type of alien. Right. It's not really it's not really an alien. It's a drone.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What did he do? Read a Whitley Strieber book?
It's not really it's like an organic drone. That's exactly what it is. What does that mean, an organic drone? It's not a living thing. It's in living tissue, but it's a drone.
Oh, you mean it's a Terminator? Please, somebody get David Grush to tell this story. Give me a break. It's got living tissue over interskeletal skin or something like that. Stupid! Should be in jail, right? Should these people who claim to be whistleblowers lying that they're whistleblowers, should these people go to jail? I'm going to ask you this. Who's the victim? A gullible person? Who's the victim? The person who spent hundreds of dollars on UFO DVDs and downloads? Who's the victim? The person who spends hours and hours listening to Richard Doty tell lies in spaces? Or Rose Cuckold? Or Jeremy Corbell? That's it. That's all there is in this whole field. Corbell, Rose Cuckold, and Lou. That's it. That's all you get. Yeah. Yeah. And watch this. Rose Cuckold's on a big story now. Oh, yeah. He's got a big one coming out, guys. Big story. Big one. Oh, yeah. He'll be reporting on UAPs.
Very shortly on Reality Check, one of the most interesting stories I've done for a while about an overseas location, an extraordinarily exotic overseas location.
Why does this prick always have locations that we can never know where they're at, but yet they're exotic, or they've got imaginably huge UFOs? You can't even move them. You had to build a building over it.
Where there is a vast amount of rare earth minerals. And as we have discovered, there is also an inordinate degree of non-human intelligence potential activity, i.e. UAPs over those sites. You're going to be seeing activity, i.e. UAPs over those.
Good God. I think these guys are running a narrative. I'm going to call News Nation ufology disinfo, because I think they're a disinfo a disinfo channel for UFOs. I'm getting the feeling more and more that's what they're about. Well, with Rose Cuckold taking the helm for News Nation's big stories, how can anybody else think anything else? How can anybody think differently about News Nation's affiliation with him and the non-UFO evidence that they always talk about we're going to see, or we're going to go to, or we're going to visit? They're going to go out there and they're not going to see anything. And if they do see something, it's going to be out of focus, it's going to be too far away, and it's going to do things that a drone would do. You'll see. I'm already making predictions on that visit. It ain't good. Now there's, I don't know. Does anybody go into spaces here? I go into them maybe once or twice every 7 or 8 weeks. I don't do it that much. But the last couple of days, I was looking around to see what is going on. And I come across this. This is what it's saying. So I don't know what it means, but this is in ufology right now. Kimball / UFO intros, that's the name of the person, sexually assaults people at CITD and then shames his victims. Be safe if you're going to an event this person is attending. He sexually assaults people and accuses them of sexual assault. And this guy, Paul, describes being sexually assaulted by Kimball UFO intros. Can I say something? Do you guys remember a few years ago when we had all the drama going around with Scambian and the Fist and everybody else? It does nothing. All these arguments and all these accusations, and those are pretty big accusations. Now we're talking about people in ufology sexually assaulting people. And this isn't new. This kind of talk is going on all over in spaces. People accusing each other of doxing each other. It's a total, I just don't want to be a part of it. It's like, why would anybody want to go to spaces to listen to drama that has nothing to do with ufology at all? Now I understand it. I get it. Which is why I wanted out of all the drama, because it doesn't really do anything. Yeah, it's fun for us. You know, we like it. I like arguing with people that are idiots too. And it has to be done. We have to call people out. I get it. I get it. But to go into like sexually harassing and making these comments without proving it, that's pretty bold. I don't like that. That's not ufology. Even when we were arguing about Elizondo. We were lying about third phase of moon, whether they're hoaxers or not. We talked about stuff that was ufology driven. You know, oh, who put the flag on the, you remember on Google Maps and all that stuff, or SR or whatever it was. SR? S4. Everything we didn't talk about molestation and rape and all that other shit. Idiots. You guys are idiots in spaces. You really know that? You're literally watering down ufology with what my mother used to call wash women talk. It's because women used to go wash their clothes at the laundromat and exchange their stories about everybody in the neighborhood. Gossip. So, wash women. That's what they are in spaces. And I won't be a part of it over there. I just don't think it's good for ufology. I think what they're doing over there, and a lot of people are good at making fun of people, but when you get into talking the way they're talking, you're asking for it. That's not fun. That's people stepping over the line. Shouldn't be in ufology. And for those people who go there for a cheap thrill, you get what you pay for. And you know what? You know what's sad? Those same people that bring in all the garbage can actually have great conversations about actual stuff. I know. I've seen it. But now they've all gone. Everybody thinks drama is going to make you popular. That's what they're doing now. Sorry, you're 3 years late. That's how things keep coming around. Well, they removed a story. There was a UFO sphere, a mystery around Columbia Space Shuttle. God damn it. I want to show you this video. They're claiming this was a bird that went into the engine of this New York flight. This, in my opinion, is a bird. But people like to be people and make things that aren't really there. And take a look. To the untrained eye, it looks like something more. How do I make this bigger? I can't. Can't even see it. It's definitely a bird. And it looks like maybe a duck, to be honest. I don't know. It looks like I see a duck. I don't know. It looks like bird wings. There's an indent right where you can see the wings. Kind of right, not here. The next one, where it shows it. Not there. Let's try to get the right one. Screw it. Anyway, we're never gonna know. I think it's just a bird. That's it. I'm just looking at stuff. Yeah, I know you guys don't care about silence. You're good. You're okay. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just frustrated. I don't like the way things are going. No, I really don't. In ufology, it's getting worse. Things are just getting, everything's a joke. Really, everything is a joke. I'm not even kidding. Everything and everyone. I can't think of anybody credible in this field. I can't. That's in mainstream media. I can't. How can we? Everything's a mystery. Here, look. I don't know what this means, do you? I don't know what that means. I don't know. Let's move along. Let's see what's going on TPOM Insane UFO video at 30,000 feet. What the hell's going on, they say. Third phase of moon. Welcome back. Boop.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. This is Brent Cousins
Airplane
from the Hollywood
That's
Hills.
an airplane. That's an airplane. These are the ones I was talking about yesterday or the day before. People don't understand that the brightness from the actual reflection off the plane eliminates any cause for wings to show in an out of focus camera. You'll see.
Guess what? You know how it goes over here, right here at Third Phase.
You could already see this part here. It's a little bit pointed.
Moon, we get the UFOs.
All right, forget me. You decide.
In a timely basis. As soon as it comes in, we're going to put out an episode because you guys deserve it. Let's just roll the first video for tonight. This is captured at 30,000 feet from a passenger outside of a commercial airliner. We're looking at something amazing. Is this the infamous Tic Tac? It sure looks like it. We get a pretty good close-up of this object, and I'm not seeing any wings. Are you?
Nope. You don't get a good close-up. You get a zoom in. They aren't zooming in. And you can see the other wing right here. You can see the wing. I just saw it. Watch.
Object, and I'm not seeing any wings. Are you? I definitely.
There it is. It just pops up. There's the other one. This is why I'm the best that's ever lived. I swear to God I am.
I'm definitely.
No, really, I mean it. That's an airplane. And notice how it's turned sideways. Why is the horizon turned? To make it look like it's going up? Come on.
Not seeing that. It looks cylindrical. Could it be a plane at some distance away? We're just not picking up on the wings.
Yes, now you're learning.
Dang, I'm not seeing any clipping of wings.
You don't want to see
at
it.
The end of this object, it looks like your typical Tic Tac, in my opinion. What's yours? Let's roll this a few more times and just kind of, look at this a little bit closer. And again, I'm not seeing, any tail, any wings. This looks like it's traveling pretty much at the same speed as this commercial airliner.
Yeah, traveling at the same speed. Funny, turned sideways though. Why is that?
Maybe about 400 to 500 miles an hour. And this thing's just flanking it. Probably.
That's what
maybe less than
airplanes
a quarter
do.
of a
They
mile
go a
is
certain
yours
speed.
too, so leave it in the comments, and maybe we get
You
it
can
wrong.
see the wings. You can see the wings right there
always
when they fly, when they back
100%
away. You can see it.
Correct, but we just like sharing them. Now let's just watch this. All right, this is interesting. We're seeing kind of this fire illuminated to the bottom right. I'm not sure if that's some sort of refinery or if there actually is some sort of out of control fire. It kind of looks more like a refinery, and it's just a smoke billowing from the factory itself. But right there to the left, we're seeing some sort of fleet of UFOs are illuminated, and they're kind of in conjunction. I'm not sure if this is one craft. People might say they could be a flock of birds lit up from the light at the bottom there. I'm not so sure. It looks like some kind of UFO action, and definitely this is a good catch. I like this one a lot. It's real, no CGI. We're looking at something that's just unidentified. Again, look at that. Okay, more videos coming in. Roll it.
All right. These are the biggest hoaxes on the planet. This is done with, what do they call those? A smoke machine or fog machine. This isn't supernatural, so I'm going to dismiss this whole video because I hate them. Because these aren't legit. They know that. What's this? Oh, birds at 20,000 feet. That's what it looks like to me. Out of focus. Can we get a little closer? Hocus pocus, maybe? It's always nice when things are out of focus, right? You think you're seeing a UFO, and yet you don't want to get closer. There we go. It's amazing. Yeah, let's make it blurrier. That's a good boy, girl, whatever. I don't know how they got that out of that, but okay. You know, scary. I have one of those videotaped. I have that very similar thing videotaped. And I could pull it up.
All right, this one's pretty badass. Let's take a couple more looks at this strange phenomenon.
So I have one of these things on video, believe it or not. And mine is really weird. When I was recording it, it was like this, right? And then all of a sudden it does this. And then goes back up. On video. Yeah, very strange.
Something way up there.
I don't know what it was, but it looks just like that.
20,000 feet high up there in the clouds. And we see this kind of, what do you say?
And you know
maybe
what?
Vector shape?
If I didn't record it, I would dismiss this. Isn't that sad? I would dismiss it as birds out of focus,
but it has
which it could
this
be.
Strange look to it. Let's get this close up. And you could see this kind of crescent.
Oh, wait. There was a flash right there. There was a flash right there. Let's go back and wait. Double check. Go back 3 seconds.
And you could see this kind of crescent right at the left.
All right, I don't see the flash anymore. Isn't that weird? Why don't I see the flash? Let's see if it pops up.
Cloud formation, but it has this strange look to it. Let's get this close up. And you could see this kind of crescent right at the left. Almost looks like a half a moon.
I guess I imagined it. Jesus, that's weird.
Look at this thing. It's cruising at this altitude. Almost if you add a little brightness contrast, we could see that there's almost some sort of shape to this thing.
No.
Could it be actually a disc, and we're only seeing kind of the left side highlighted from the the sun glinting off the metal? I'm not sure.
No.
What is this? This looks like some strange weather phenomenon. I'm kind of rolling that out. It's more like a craft, and it seems like
it's weird.
It has meaning.
It has meaning. There we go.
We see it when you guys comment. It's from everywhere in all these places. It could be from Yemen, it could be from the Philippines. Roll the next video. Everybody buckle up. Let's go.
Earthlights. They're making a comeback.
Yeah, this one's, it only runs a few seconds, but he got the best part right there. This looks like someplace where you're going to see magic, the UFO phenomenon happening in these fields as it goes by down behind that ridge side of that little mountain right there. But look at the illumination of this object. We're going to get a few more close-ups of this one. And it's just this bright craft just dipping behind that mountainside there. But look at the intensity of this light. It doesn't look like your typical, flares dropping. I don't see no smoke trail, any of that sort. But it does seem to be kind of coming down at a rapid rate. Not sure if there's some sort of crash. I'm not sure. The descent is pretty fast. Is it a controlled descent? That's a question right there. But it looks.
I don't know. It looks like it even illuminates the ground right here, right?
It's like you're.
No. No, that's just the ground. Oh, interesting. All right, what do we got next? The hell? Oh, looks like a
let's
remote
roll this
control.
one again. This one's really cool. Look at this thing. This looks like your classic flying
remote
saucer.
Control toy.
I like what the guy kind of pans. This doesn't match.
Yeah, I don't like it.
And we're looking at something that makes me
I
wonder.
don't like it.
Are we being?
No, we're not being visited. Oh my God, that looks fake as hell, doesn't it? It's not even reflecting the sun right. Oh wait. Doesn't it seem like it's... I don't know, that's weird. Back up a little bit, bro. Is that a blimp? Say word. Yeah, you got 3 little landing gear, maybe 4. It's kind of a dome reflecting the sun. I don't know, man. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. I don't know, man. That's wild. That's a good one. I don't know.
All right, let's look at this again. This one's interesting. That he's actually getting a really good shot out of a...
Okay. Haven't you noticed with all of these balloons, what's the one thing that's happening? They're always pointing upward. One side is always pointing up. And that's because the helium is making one side go up. It's heated up by the sun, right? The sun's hitting it there. So it increases the lift on that side. It's the only thing that makes sense.
Actually getting a really good shot.
Isn't that amazing? How come it doesn't bend, bend over the other way?
Suspended up there in the sky, probably about 100 feet, and you're looking at
it's about
some sort of
150 feet.
object, almost cigar shape, and it looks like
it
metal.
is cigar
you can see
shaped.
the glint off.
It
of
looks
this
like
thing.
a whippet.
Is there any manipulation in this video?
We'll never
suspect.
know.
I gotta admit, could it be too good to be true, or is it just some sort of blimp? It doesn't
I
look
don't know.
like
My initial feeling was it's a hoax.
Goodyear blimp.
So I'm going to go with
sure.
my initial
Look
feeling.
At that nice sheen on there. It looks. I like that part. It looks like it looks metal. It looks metallic.
Hey, see this right here? Oh my God! You just put a little dome on it, and you got another UFO right stuck to a pole. Though, what's this thing right here? It's stuck to a pole. All right. Now we got the documentary. Don't forget to check out the documentary. Giddy up. Take a play on this. Come on.
Just roll the trailer and I'll be right back with you.
Me too.
You're either on the side of the law or you're not. The only way you're going to get to it is somebody at that executive level that says enough is enough, cut the money off, bring these people in, let's go.
This is not to be talked about any further. And if you do, something can happen.
All we need is one to be accurate. And this whole concept of UFO crash retrieval non-existing completely falls apart.
Everybody wants to be in there. Can you give any kind of sneak peek of what that's like?
That organization has had the ability since the 60s to hit a button and simulate an alien attack on the planet using these technologies.
Serious questions that I've made a growing number of drone sightings.
How do you set up a believable false flag and operations that looks like it's alien when it isn't?
So when it happens, they're not shocked, they're not stunned. They can say, oh, we knew this was going to happen.
Which is potentially the most dangerous, where they're talking about quote-unquote catastrophic disclosure.
They put it into secrecy, they deny, and then they shut the people up.
And the president doesn't know about. That is an existential threat to humanity.
Asymmetric disclosure coming.
Hey. All the links will be in the show description. So, in conclusion, with everything we know, who told us the truth? Who told us the truth? I want to know. We have a poll in the chat room. And the question was, would you like to be abducted by aliens from space? 63% of you said no, while 37% of you said yes, out of 600 votes. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. 700 votes. 701. I gotta be honest with you. When I first got into this field, the first shit, I still want to be abducted. But would it be nice to come back with the story? Yeah. If you were abducted and you could remember, that would be nice. However, without evidence, it is another story. Now, I know some of your stories out there in this chat room. I know them. I know them well. But one thing that many of you don't have is evidence. Now, albeit they know what they're doing, these aliens. Let's not kid ourselves. Back in the day, before cameras were everywhere, people could get abducted in broad daylight. Who's going to capture it? Come on. Nobody. Now, what we're seeing is we're seeing a progression from the aliens, because it would have to be. The progression is they're not abducting people so haphazardly anymore. Maybe they weren't, but the abductions have dwindled. I don't get near as many people telling me they're abducted. And the reason is because of who I am and what I believe in. But I do believe that we were all abducted once. We were marked. Now, here's something that's going to blow your mind. It happened when you were just hitting 9 months. You were in the womb. I know. You weren't even born yet, and you were abducted. What do you think? Do you think the aliens would risk going into a baby's room with the cameras on it nowadays, right? They're going in before they're even born. And they're tweaking shit to certain people. No, I mean it. No, it's true. Now, how do I know? I know. That's the beauty of it all. See, I don't know. But being in this field, the only thing that makes sense is that our government is working alongside aliens, and they're underground because that's where the aliens live. They have the big eyes, they're reptilians, they're grays. Yes, it's all true. No, it is. You cannot have all of these stories not be true. You just can't. Somewhere in there is the truth. And I believe what I believe. Does it mean I'm right? No. But somewhere I'm right, which means you believe in something from all the stories you've heard and what you believe is right. And then somebody else believes in those same stories, but they believe something else. And now they believe in something. Now it's up to us to put it all together and figure it out. Well, the stories are out. And this is how it probably really is. There's an underground base in the Southwest that extends all the way to Texas, maybe even further. But believe it or not, Skinwalker Ranch is part of it. And believe it or not, all the way to Corpus Christi underground. There's underground railroads. They've got literal shopping centers down there. You can buy clothes. You can have a Starbucks. It's true. There's underground cities. No, there really is. It's not a joke. You think I'm joking? I'm not joking. It's for the end of days that didn't happen. Somewhere there was supposed to be an end of days event. This is the story that was given to me by my FBI friends, actually CIA. And what I was told was that it was thwarted on 2011, in 2011, 2010. There was some major suitcase dirty bomb event that was supposed to happen in 2012 on New Year's. And they were trying to, allegedly in New York during the ball dropping. They were going to start off with a bang. That's the story I was given. Whether or not it's true is a story maybe for TV, like on 24 with Kiefer Sutherland. Do you really believe there's CIA operatives out there, maybe other people out there that work undercover, thwarting shit like this? Yes, it's true. Mission Impossible? You don't believe that there's some sort of secret British-American combination of skills within our government saving the world because the law doesn't do its job? Sometimes you got to save the world before the bomb goes off. You understand? And that's what happened in 2010, 11-ish. That was a thwarted, believe it or not, 24 style event that took a year of investigating and setting up and eliminating the threat. And believe it or not, they get threats every day. Can you imagine? I can't. Yeah, everywhere would be a place that would be unsafe for me if I knew what was going on. If you knew the threats that were going on, you might not even leave your house. We're all in it together, believe it or not. And it can happen at anywhere at any time. Disaster can strike anywhere, anytime. And then we have this drone event, right? From November 24. Still going on, but it peaked in November, December, January. Kind of slowed down after Trump was inaugurated and entered the White House. And then the stories just seemed to drift away. And now we're just down to straggling stories. An update, we're still seeing UFOs or drones, maybe UAPs over Jersey. Here's what they saw last night on Memorial Day, and those are still happening. But that was all false flag. That was all fake. That was all a test, a joke on Trump. I believe it was. Because when he supposedly found out what the drones were, remember he was going to tell us? And then he wound up telling us, I know what they are, don't worry about it, it's nothing nefarious. I'm paraphrasing. But he seemed okay with whatever was happening with these drones flying with impunity over secure airspace, right? Why? Why would he be okay with that? He was so worried. Everybody was so worried. Trump comes out and says, we don't have to worry about it. It's okay. Why? And the only thing that makes sense is that it was us. Or we allowed China to come in and fly with impunity in restricted airspace. And we probably said this: keep doing it, and there will be consequences. And I haven't seen that happen. So it's not China. It's us. Doesn't it make sense now? Oh, God. And they get away with the lies. The fake news, the loos, the boohoo-loos. It's just getting old. Nobody can do anything about it. So it's a poorly kept secret that the DoD funded a 1974 film, UFOs, Past, Present, and Future, was an attempt at public-wide soft disclosure back then. Did you know about that? Yeah. Based on reading body language in this clip, particularly that of Dr. David Robarge, the CIA's chief historian, it's clear that the CIA has never stopped being a player in the UFO business, for better or for worse. And that's the key tell. That's it. And it makes sense that the CIA, because the CIA does what? They work outside the United States, right? Isn't that what they do? No? What does the CIA do? I thought the CIA keeps the world at bay, right? And then the FBI worries about the United States. Isn't that it? I don't know. That's what I was told.
So the last question is for Dr. Robarge.
Dr. Ruth?
Just a personal curiosity. I get to ask the weird questions. So as the chief historian for the CIA, are you aware of, in 1971, the Department of Defense asked for, produced, and publicly funded a feature film titled UFOs Past, Present, and Future, where it was admitted on camera by high-ranking officials in the military that UFOs, as far as they could tell, were of non-terrestrial origin. Are you aware of that film and the funding of it by the Department of Defense in 1971?
No, I'm afraid not. It would have no CIA equity in it.
So the CIA is no longer studying the UFO phenomenon, or they are? They're not officially right now studying the UFO phenomenon. Thank you.
Else?
Wow. The body language was way off.
Thank you.
He even turned red in his cheeks. Look at him. Can't even look up. Can't even look at him.
They're not officially right now.
Look how red he's turning.
The UFO phenomenon. Thank you.
Looks down to the right.
Else? Anything else for our panel?
Nervous head twist.
Secrets
high
can be kept,
eyebrow.
right?
Surprised. Can't believe he's still here. This guy's like, yeah, what are you going to say next, Thornton?
Hear this. Washington leaks like a sieve. There's no such thing as a secret. Secrets can be kept, can't they?
Can't confirm or deny that we keep any secrets.
I can't confirm or deny that we can keep any secrets either. That's the old adage, right? That the government, no matter how many people are in on it, they can keep a secret like this? Come on. Hold on. You got to see this. Here, this is from Wixie, UFO Bloke. a UFO swoops on a man and his family in the mountains in Italy. It's like the UFOs know that they're being filmed and zip off, only to be filmed again after the man runs through the scrub. When exits the scrub, the massive UFO has literal UFOs circling it, and one swoops in. What? Wait a minute. Oh my God, where did I find this one? Check this out. This is fun. Isn't this fun? This is fun. This is what life's all about in ufology, isn't it? Here we go. Oh my God.
Ah, si è diviso, guarda questo. Che storia, guarda. Guarda. Mamma. Corriamo giù a vedere. Andiamo.
Guys, let me tell you. Anytime somebody has amazing footage of something, why is it their camera looks like it's a potato? Why is it it's always super shaky? Why can't it just be good?
Eccola.
Because this might be real and we'll never know. This reminds me of Ashton Forbes' UFO footage around MH370. Look at this. Guys, I gotta tell you, that looks so fake. But that looked real right there. I don't know. When it passes by, it looks pretty good. Watch. I'm serious. That looks good. I don't know. I also think, guys, it's fake because this, for us to see that UFO go by, it's going way too fast for it to be that many frames. This would have to be going about 100 frames a second. Yeah, there's no way this is faster than 60 frames a second. That just moved. It moved twice within one frame. So I'm telling you, this is fake. Yeah, it's fake. 100%. Yeah, 100% fake. Sad. 100%. And they go through all that just to get caught on a frames per second. A UFO filmed from a cruise ship off the coast of Mexico, captured on video by stunned passengers. The truth is out there, they say. Let's take a look at this. Oh, this might be real. Say word. 5, 4, 3, 2. We've got a dot. We spotted a dot.
There it is. I got it.
Are you happy? If you're happy and you know it. Yo.
It's gone again.
That's pretty cool, huh?
I got it.
Looks like a drone. Hello? Oh, this makes sense. Yeah, show this in slow motion. We can't see it anyway. It's all blur. Could have saved a lot of time if it was right next. Look at it. It looks like it's spinning. Huh. That was weird. Who's out there? Hey. What the fuck? Oh my God. There's something outside my window. It just blocked the sky. And now it's gone. Oh, that is freaky. So it goes in the clouds? Is that what happened? How did he know to stop right there? There's something right there. I guess he saw it. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's there. And I'm going to say it's a drone because it acts like a drone. It even has flashing lights, which, it's hard to see, but it's there. You can see it. There's nothing I've seen there that doesn't look like a drone. So, in a nutshell, we have people like Elizondo, Christopher Mellon, Jeremy Corbell, David Fravor, David Grush, and Rose Cuckold. A handful of people that are always seemingly in the mainstream media, keeping the narrative going. And that narrative is, we don't know what these are, but we think they're alien, or they're not from this world, or they're from another dimension. That's what they're saying. We don't have the technology to track them. We don't know where they go. We just know that they go. And for us to not be able to track something like this, it's got to be off-world vehicles. It's got to be something better than what we have. No, it can't be China. How dare us? How dare us? Until this stuff doesn't look man-made, it's man-made to me. I think we're just being lied to. I think that's our stuff. I think we stole, somehow got the technology from China's drones, figured it out, and in the last couple of years, magically, have gotten very good at drone technology. I think we caught up to China, right? Isn't that what they're saying now? Anyway. And whistleblowing on all of these things, from the Nimitz, the Roosevelt, anything else you want to throw up from the last 8-9 years, it's all bullshit. It's like Trump with Russia, Russia, Russia. It's the same shit. It's Nimitz, Nimitz, Nimitz. It's tic-tac, tic-tac, tic-tac. And guess what? Boop, evidence. David Fravor didn't turn his helmet cam on. Please, that guy was a freaking stud when it came to flying. That guy wouldn't forget something like that. So that's a lie. And we also know that probably the other guy, Ryan Graves, probably lied about not having anything on his camera. We weren't allowed to take cameras up with us, but we saw him every day for 2 years. 2 years every day? Yeah. Every day. And nobody got a picture of it. Drop. So we've got people lying to us. It's either they saw something and would have recorded it, or they saw nothing and didn't record anything because there was nothing to record, because it's all just a story or stories. Yeah, they may have had an encounter with something, but it's us or China at the time in 2004. I haven't seen a shred of evidence from Corbell to the Tic Tac, the gimbal, the Go Fast, or anything that they've thrown out there showing magical maneuvers that only an alien technology can sustain. I haven't seen any of that. Nothing. So until then, it's all lies within truths. And I think if a government official is lying, they should go to prison for treason. This, by Elizondo and Grush and the others, trying to have the government give up secrets, top secrets about technology that could make us the most advanced country in history, and we just want to share it with the world. Are you out of your minds? If we have this technology, I don't want to know about it. And I could care less until they're ready, because life doesn't change until that comes out. And even then, it's just information. I don't know if it's going to be implemented in my lifetime, but nothing's changed in 79, 78 years. Why is it going to change tomorrow? It won't, and it can't. The government needs this conspiracy theory. It needs the cover up. And I tell you something else. It's a strong possibility that not everything is what it seems, right? Even what I think can be manipulated into something I can't understand. But I could only understand what's being thrown in front of me. And what's been thrown in front of all of us are lies. How do we know if they're true, if everything's in a skiff, and even then they're not talking? And even then, who gives a shit? Our government is doing whatever it can to make sure that alien or new sophisticated discovered technology remains a secret until we understand how to use it and control it. Until then, mum's the word. Accept it. And if you see anything out there flying around, my Navy flyers and everybody else in the military, keep your mouth shut. Just shut up. Just accept the fact the shit's happening. And if they want you to talk about it, they'll come to you. So stop being a treasonous, un-American prick, Lou. Because none of you guys out there are doing anything to make ufology better. You're making it worse, much worse. Just shut up. We don't want you in the congressional hearings anymore. We want to hear civilians. I'm tired of being manipulated by a military government narrative, which was probably written from the DOD, which was probably from you know who and you know what. The same people over the same course of a decade, giving the same narrative about nothing. They can say anything. They can say anything. Without evidence, that's what it is. Anything. And nothing. And we'll be back Thursday night. This Saturday coming up, Jon Stewart rescheduled. So we'll be back with John Saturday at 7 p.m. But we'll be back Thursday for sure. And tomorrow night, Rich Saves America is back at 7, so join us there. But thank you, moderators and super chatters. And thank you for the support, being here and hanging out. Oh, my phone died. I can't see if anything else came through, but thank you, PayPalers, and everybody else who supported the show monetarily. I appreciate it. And your continuing supporters of GoofOn. Can't thank you enough. And that's that. And hey, if you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out. For ufology. No! It's truthology for ufology. We do it for you. All right. We'll see you guys on the flip side in 2 days. Enjoy the rest of your midweek. We'll see you then. And alien bless.
There's a weird thing. It's rotating. Oh, go ahead.
southwest treasured sites in Christianity.